Good morning, Benton fourth graders. So yesterday you were supposed to write an ACE answer to why did Camellia finally decide to have some lima beans at the end of the story? Okay, so today we're working on making an inference using clues from the story and your schema, your background knowledge to put together an answer to this question. So first of all, I'm going to the page where the old lady and Camellia is now looking like her mouth is actually her bed, and the old woman is actually, you can see her throwing the lima beans into her mouth. So that's the page I'm going to read from today. So I'm going to read the page. She went into Camellia's room and looked around. My goodness, she said with a shake of her head. What we have here is a bad case of stripes, one of the worst I've ever seen. She pulled a container of small green beans from her bag. Here, she said, these might do the trick. Are those magic beans? Asked Mrs. Cream. Oh my, no, replied the kind old woman. There's no such thing. These are just plain old lima beans. I bet you'd like some, wouldn't you? She asked Camellia. Camellia wanted a big, heaping plateful of lima beans, more than just about anything. But she was still afraid to admit it. Yuck, she said. No one likes lima beans, especially me. Oh dear, the old woman said sadly. I guess I was wrong about you. She put the beans back in her bag and started toward the door. Camellia watched the old woman walk away. Those beans would taste so good, and being laughed at for eating them was nothing compared to what she was going through now. She finally couldn't stand it. Wait, she cried. The truth is, I really love lima beans. I thought so, the old woman said with a smile. She took a handful of beans and popped them into Camellia's mouth. Mmm, said Camellia. Okay, so I want you to think for a second. Let's read the question again. Why did Camellia finally decide to have some lima beans at the end of the story? So what do you think? Why is she done? Why did she say, okay, fine, I'll eat the lima beans? I'm thinking she was frustrated with changing colors, changing shapes all the time, and she wanted to go back to normal, and she would try about anything. Okay, so let's restate our question. Let's do our answer. Why did Camellia finally decide to have some lima beans at the end of the story? Camellia finally decided to have some lima beans because she was frustrated with changing colors and shapes she would try anything to go back to normal. Okay? That's my answer. That, she's been stripes. She was a cheetah print. She was a checkerboard pattern. She was a lot of different, and then she finally turned into her room. My goodness, that would be weird. So I think she decided to have some lima beans because she was frustrated with changing colors and shapes, and she was desperate to try anything to get back to normal. Okay, so now we need to do cite. We need to get our text evidence. Okay, so again, I'm going back to this page. Okay, I did take a screenshot of it to make it a little bit easier for me. Okay, so I'm trying to find the sentence that proves that she was like, I'm frustrated, to prove my point. I gotta find some text evidence to prove my point. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to first paragraph, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I'm kind of in the second to last paragraph. I call it the seventh one that's got the indent. Okay. Camellia watched the old woman walk away. Those beans would taste so good, and being laughed at for eating them was nothing compared to what she'd been going through. She finally couldn't stand it. That's what I'm going to quote right there. Quote. And being laughed at for eating them was nothing compared to what she'd been going through. She finally couldn't stand it. Okay. Now, we normally did purple, but my purple marker has just died. Okay, so it's kind of a pinky purple right now. And now I gotta explain. I gotta explain why I picked that quote. Okay? I think. Okay? I think. Okay? The quote proves that she is tired of being different colors and different shapes and wants to go back to normal. Okay? Okay? But I also think she's not going to be scared about eating lima beans in front of anyone anymore. Okay? So I'm running out of room. So again, I'm going to flip it like I did before. Oh, I forgot my also. Got to go back and erase. Even teachers make mistakes. I also think she will not be scared of eating lima beans in front of anyone anymore. So how did you do? How did you do compared to me? Did you pick a different one? Did you pick a different quote? Does it still prove the same thing? Many times books have many different quotes that you can use to prove the same answer to the same question. Well, I hope you have a great day, and again, I'll make another video and see you in a couple days. Bye.